Details tonight involving that missing 13-year-old girl from Reading. Thankfully, she was found safe in New York City, but today we're learning much more about the moments leading up to her abduction and how she knows the suspect. Marcus, these new details coming out today are quite stunning.
Hey Sheba, they are, and in fact, you mentioned it. This young girl is safe. Oftentimes, this can happen and end in a tragic way. Thankfully, that's not the case here. The young girl reunited with her mother, but her abductor is the mother's ex-boyfriend.
I can say with 100% certainty that the individual we have in custody, Dwayne Taylor, is the only individual who is involved in this incident. There are no other suspects that we are looking for. There were no other suspects that were involved. Just to assure the community that they are safe.
Reading Police Chief Richard Tornelli describing in-home surveillance footage reviewed by police showing the terrifying moments of the abduction.
And at approximately 2 a.m., a male whose head and upper body was covered by a sheet entered the residence and walked up to the second floor of the residence. A short time later, he was observed walking behind the victim and escorting her from the residence outside.
Further footage from outdoor sources were reviewed and showed the suspect carrying the victim into the wanted Chevy Traverse and put her in the cargo area. As the investigation unfolded, it became clear to police that the victim's mother's ex-boyfriend, Dwayne Taylor, was the primary suspect. That's when an Amber Alert was issued. Police were able to find an address attached to Taylor in Brooklyn, where along with the NYPD and FBI, Taylor was located in his home and taken into custody around 6 p.m. Wednesday, but the victim not there.
A short time later, our investigators were advised that the victim approached an individual in the 900 block of Liberty Avenue in Brooklyn and asked her for help, reporting that she had been kidnapped.
The victim was positively ID'd and received care at a local hospital. Meanwhile, Reading Mayor Eddie Moran once again leaving a strong message to those who wish to harm children in his city.
Please let this be a lesson for anybody that is thinking or contemplating and harming one of our little ones. As was the case yesterday, we would do anything to give it our priority, to make sure that we attack that concern and that situation immediately.
Jason, the suspect, Dwayne Taylor, now facing several charges, including the kidnapping of a minor and false imprisonment. So again, a happy ending to a terrifying situation. Young girl is reunited with her mother, as now she has to begin the recovery process of being kidnapped at such a young age. Jason?
Well said, just a nightmare for that young girl. All right, DeMarcus, thank you very much.